Hello. We're trying something new here for our next Weird Al video. We are talking about occupations, and we're trying a new setup here that evidently, sort of works. We're getting there, but I want to know, does your teen have a dream career figured out? Like, does your teen, no matter if we've got a middle schooler, high schooler, college kiddo, does our teen know what job he or she wants after graduation? And I'm asking this because today, focusing on Weird Al, and there's different songs that talk about different careers. And so I thought, well, heck, this is an awesome idea, a fun thought. So I'm curious if there's a certain song I should talk about based on your teen's interests. So if you want to drop that below, it'd be awesome. Do know if we have not talked yet, whether it's about your teen's career or their study skills, there is a link in the description for us to talk one-on-one through a talk with Jessie. So definitely be sure to check out the calendar after the video. But let's talk about occupations. Okay, so there's 5 of them I want to mention today. And I'm not sure how many of you like to fly, how many of your teens have already been on a plane, but do know that Airline Amy is an awesome song to introduce some what are to me kind of basic airline things, because I've been flying for so many years. So things like, what does the attendant do? The stewardess do? What are some of those things that happen during kind of like that safety video? Again, if you're watching and you're like, yep, seen that a lot of times, you and I are familiar with that, but maybe your teens are kind of terrified of flying. Maybe your teens are going to be on a plane for the first time. That's an awesome song. And it's also a career opportunity. Maybe your child wants to travel a lot and is trying to find a way to make that happen. Well, this could be a way. Okay. And also, we talk about a specific plane, the 747. So again, that's a summer learning opportunity right there. Or what are the different planes and what are they used for? Okay. The next category would be entrepreneurship. And there are so many songs about entrepreneurship, owning businesses, some kind of idea that, Weird Al talks about. So I don't want to go into all of those songs, but the 2 I want to point out are Spatula City and the Rocky song, the theme song, which is, Ryer the Kaiser. I got to tell you, I love the Ryer the Kaiser. It's one of my favorites. It's a comeback song. He's put up his gloves, right? But he didn't give up. He bought the deli. So your teen can learn a lot, especially if you've got a kiddo getting ready to have that first job, right? Because we're talking about jobs, we're talking about occupations. So maybe your child needs to learn, about customer service, needs to learn maybe about sales, okay? So those are key soft skills that I teach in my Love to Learn Study Skills program that also matter to the Weird Al songs. So definitely do know Ryer the Kaiser can be kind of inspirational for some of those discussions of why is he offering those 2 things, or why is he telling people not to buy the tuna? I mean, those are all good customer service skills, right? As to King of Suede, this is all about sales again, but then your teen will learn, I realized I have like 3 songs right now. I have just King of Suede, I had Spatula City, and Ride the Kaiser, which is all pretty much entrepreneurship. But if we talk about Spatula City, let me change my focus here. Do you know we're talking sales? Yes, but then there's this idea of factory direct. Maybe your teen is interested in going into business. Going to college, getting a business degree. Maybe your child wants to open a business. Again, this is a great, really, really short song to kind of introduce that. And then for me, someone who loves to bake, don't like to cook, but definitely the idea of what is a spatula, what do you use it for? So you can have a whole kitchen, cooking, baking discussion. And King of Suede, it definitely fits into our entrepreneurship, but also to me kind of fits into the trades. It also fits into, focusing on maybe sewing, something more craft related. So if your child knows nothing about the different types of fabrics, or maybe is really interested in learning how to sew clothes, or is really interested in suits and, being more dressed up, this can be a good starting point, okay? Because, if you know nothing about tailoring, nothing about being a seamstress, nothing about, sewing in general, well, this has a lot of awesome terms, a lot of things to get your teen's brain really going, how does this handmade clothes thing really, really work? So a couple more thoughts to share with you, a couple more Weird Al songs that tie into occupations that could be an awesome jumping off point for your teens' summer learning. Before I do that, I want to say thanks for watching here on Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Be sure to follow, be sure to subscribe, because yes, it's Friday, but we're not done with the summer learning through Weird Al, so definitely don't want to miss those videos. And I also want to say thank you so much for watching here, for caring about your teens' education. As the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring, I love to help teens love learning by seeing that studying does not have to be boring, okay? Because I got to tell you, a lot of students that I work with don't believe me when I say, well, use this to help you get interested in that, okay? Or, use this technique to make this thing, this homework, more fun. Because we're talking Weird Al here. And if you know Weird Al at all, the songs are not very serious. But yet there are real connections. They really do matter to learning, to school. And, that's the goal of this week, is to help you, to help your teen realize, hey, look at this, listen to this, learn this, think this, and, make some real progress. All right, let's talk about police. Okay, I don't know if you're going to say police, FBI, military, whatever words you want to use, but he does have a song, Weird Al does, Party in the CIA, and he talks about Langley, he talks about countries, he talks about some of the CIA's roles or duties. So again, there's some real things there if your teen has any interest in that kind of career path. Again, somewhere to start. Obviously, some things are going to be, funny, a little questionable of, is that something they actually do? Again, there's some real things. Langley's a real place. Okay, there's countries. Some of those are real countries, and just things for your teen to think about. Other songs I want to mention. One of my favorites is Handy. I love this song. If you have not watched the music video, mamas, it's worth a laugh. I love the overalls. I love the dancing. It's so cheesy, but I gotta tell you, this song has got me through a really, really bad job I did not like. And, it just brightened my day every day. So if you need me to pick me up, listen to Handy. Do also know if your child is, not at all familiar with DIY stuff, not at all familiar with tools or different problems around the house, like the dishwasher and the toilet and, the pipes and the water pressure, all of those things, they're mentioned in this song. So definitely great introduction if your teen's going to take a shop class, a woods class, is at all interested or maybe just needs some awareness of some of these basics that aren't so basic if you've never been introduced to them, if you don't know anything about them. All right. And I do have a friend who is a computer person, mega into electronics. So if you've got a kiddo that loves gaming, loves computers, loves coding, you've got to check out the song. It's all about the Pentiums. Okay. I can't stand this song, partly because of the original. So again, for me, I don't like the original song. I don't generally like Al's, creations, just because it doesn't matter what the song's about a lot of the time. If I didn't like the original, I probably don't like this. But anyway, he uses, again, real things, real words, real parts of computers, so like the CPU, and then real words, for coding, so things about defragging. And then the other thing I really like about this is he takes it a little bit to the extremes, but things about how fast tech changes, that's totally legit. He talks about something being, old and no good after a week out of the box. Not quite true, but definitely things change and things aren't, awesome or new or fresh anymore in the tech world after a very short amount of time. So those are the songs I wanted to share. I had to double check my list here and, could have talked way, way longer about this topic, but just want you to know that if you have not had that conversation with your teen yet about, what career, what interests you after high school graduation, these are just some ideas. Lots and lots of choices out there. Lots more Weird Al songs we could have talked about. But do know if your teen is just completely lost, but maybe likes one of these songs, or your teen has a slight interest and, listens to one of these songs and is like, oh, wow, that does sound like something I could really do. Again, great conversation starter, great opportunity to lead into some summer research, some informational interviews, some, maybe college hunting, all sorts of good things can come out of these songs tied to occupations for your teen this summer. So thanks for watching. Have an awesome night. Remember, would love to talk to you, would love to talk to your teen for a Talk with Jessy. It's totally free, 30-minute call where you, your teen, and I will meet, and we'll talk about study skills. We'll talk about school. We'll talk about your teen's goals, and we'll figure out, okay, how is it that I can help your teen love to learn by teaching him or her how to learn and make it to one of these occupations if that is the goal, or even if it's just, hey, we want to get better grades so we don't fail another class. I totally get that as well. So go to that link, pick a day, pick a time, and we will talk very, very soon. Thanks so much. Have a good weekend. See you tomorrow for another Weird Al video.